So he's giving him some of the a flyer of the information that the homeless outreach team hands out. Hey, good. How you doing? Okay, I saw you're Officer Thompson. Is that right? What was your name?
Newen?
Newen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's that's them. Okay. Yeah, well, I got a little YouTube page, channel that I started doing some filming around Oceanside. Not cops necessarily, but
Gotcha.
kind of
What's your page
home.
called?
It's called Documenting Oceanside.
Okay.
And
Cool.
I do some stuff with the homeless, and I've been doing community events and stuff like that. So, but
Sweet.
I want to talk to them too. So,
Okay. Yeah.
if you guys are done,
Oh yeah, we're done.
okay,
Cool.
cool.
All right, bud.
All right, have a good day. Be safe. You all right, guy?
Yeah, well,
All right. It looks like you had a little hard time getting up, but
yeah, man, it hurts, man.
yeah, I bet. What prompted these guys to stop and talk to you today?
Camping?
You're sitting over here camping.
You've been here a while,
Yeah.
a couple days.
Yeah, a couple of days.
I have, but yeah.
I'm just,
See, I
came
always
over
thought
here
this was a
to help
public
him out.
sidewalk.
Well, it's an easement. I mean, it's just like a public sidewalk.
Yeah, but see, they say that the company here owns the sidewalk.
No, that's not true. That fence right there is the company's that's their
Exactly.
property
What's
line.
inside there?
This is all easement. Anything, see where those city signs are?
Yeah.
There's a city sign right there. Anything that the city has signs on, the city maintains. The city maintains these
Exactly.
trees.
Right.
It-
So we're on city property. And they
it's all public property. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not. And besides, that's a closed down freaking. There's people that camp here all the time. So, what was your name?
Mike.
Mike. Gary.
Gary?
Nice to see you.
Okay. And it's Jojo, man.
Jojo. Nice to meet you,
I filmed the whole
Jojo.
thing.
What's that?
You were filming the whole
Yeah, and a lot of it's I do some community outreach in some of the paperwork that he wound up giving you. I hand those things out, water, things like that. But also, I film a little bit of the cops too, make sure they're taking okay care of you, and I mean, it seemed like they were pretty nice guys.
Yeah.
Officer
There are
Thompson.
some that aren't, but they were.
Yeah, no, it's hit or miss sometimes with the cops and how they feel that day or who they've dealt with the day before or that just come from or whatever. So
Yeah, it's like, we're homeless, man. I don't know if, you will though, man. You hang out and you're gonna have fun. You guys, you hear my name, man. I pretty much, I stick up for some certain individuals like Mike. I know how his lifestyle is, and I know his lifestyle is. So it gives me a lot of input, output, man, on him,
Yeah.
about him. So we hang out together, man, because he's trying to do some serious life
yeah.
instead of these idiots. Check right on this, bro. We got some homeless people that just don't give a shit, man.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about, he gets mad at the manager of the establishment, and he'll go over there and talk. He or she may go like this to fucking guy to his face or her face. Fuck you, bitch, or punk. Why you went to, man? You guys closed down tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking take a shit and wipe it all over your window.
Oh, is that
That's
right?
exactly what that fucking
Yeah,
idiot
yeah.
did. And what happens to us is the whole community of homeless
Right,
people, we get the blame.
you get stereotyped.
And
Yeah.
oh my God, stereotype is sad.
Yeah.
I feel like crying. Like, it's not my fault, man. I didn't do it, man. But
Sure.
although, I've been doing it for the last couple of months now, man. I take the initiative to get at certain individuals, one-on-one basis. And I tell them, man, this ain't no threat, man. And I'm not no goddamn shot caller, man. But this shit's got to stop.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing mucho, man.
Yeah.
The community don't like, and the community is, you're like a pinball machine. The minute, man, it hits that one ball, it bounces to us.
Yeah.
When I say us, innocent people like me, Mike.
Yeah.
We're just doing the homeless home.
Yeah.
We're not
He's
doing
trying to survive.
We're not doing the, hey, let's go break into this. Don't break. Okay.
Yeah.
That's out of the category. Okay. Hey, let's go borrow this, man. When we turn it back. No, see, we're not doing that kind of category.
Yeah.
We're just trying to survive.
Yeah, we're just trying to survive,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
man. But there's a lot of people here, man, that are homeless. whatever they could get.
Well, we see that. I live back up more north by the airport, so the SLR, the riverbed, and I think there's a lot more people like you're trying to describe hiding out in there. You know, they're not sleeping, you know, next to Bread of Life or the Friendship Center or Brother Benno's. They're hiding out, doing drugs and stealing stuff, taking because there's a bike chop shop down there, and I've seen a forklift that somebody stole and took it down into the riverbed, and they were stripping it, things like that. Yeah. Are you guys from Oceanside?
Yeah. Well, I originated in Newport Beach, but I moved
Newport
here about
Beach?
30 years ago.
You moved down here 30 years ago? Oh, nice.
I'm from the islands originally, man. My dad's a high-ranking officer in the military, so we got stationed here in the United
Oh,
States.
so you bounced all around as a
Yeah.
military brat,
But
yeah.
he picked San Diego to retire.
Ah,
And then,
gotcha.
my ex-wife, make a long story short, my ex-wife committed adultery.
Uh,
And the guy, man, that was a lover, man, confronted me
Yeah.
at mom and dad's house with the gun, the knife, and all that. You know, he's flashing it, man, talking about, yeah, fucking Jojo, I'm the one fucking your wife. Let me see how much you changed.
yeah.
I said, dude, you picked the wrong day to live, buddy. And I know martial arts real good. And my parents, his family, and the community, you have to answer the door with something. So I came out with a samurai sword, man. I said, you picked the wrong day to live, buddy. You know, like a ninja, man. He's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? He jarred the gun, man. And if you watch too much TV, man, he goes up with it and goes down, then he turns. What the fuck that?
Yeah.
That's 3 seconds of your life.
Sure.
So I took advantage of it, man, and that was it. I chopped him like a burrito, like a carne asada burrito.
Yeah.
I got mayhem for it.
Oh, so you caught some charges for
Jesus.
that
man.
altercation.
100, I was facing 163 years to life.
163 years to life?
Yeah.
Well,
And
wow.
they didn't charge me for murder, they charged me for mayhem. But he did, you know, I chopped him in pieces.
yeah.
And
So did the guy die?
yeah.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah,
there
it's
was.
3 pieces, man. You know,
I
body
see.
parts. And that's why they charged me mayhem. Mayhem's worse than
Oh, is that right?
murder. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Because you're sitting down, actually chopping his body to pieces.
Oh.
You're murder,
I
you know,
see,
you
I see.
point a gun and just shoot him.
Gotcha.
You leave.
Yeah.
You know, okay, that's murder, you know.
Yeah, so you're
But
super pissed
You're
at that
sitting
guy.
here.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And I'm over here like looking at him like, yeah, man, you're gonna hate life. You go tell God today. You know,
Right.
You tell him what you did. Yeah, you tell him.
Right.
You know, because this is my wife, man. You know, you get your own. Now.
Sure.
Even the detectives, even the FBI, man, said, damn, Jojo, man, you should have killed your other brother-in-law too, because my
Yeah.
brother-in-law went against me. What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, he testified against you.
The whole fucking shebang.
Ah.
Dude goes, hey man, hey Anthony, what's up with your sister? My brother-in-law goes, my brother-in-law Jojo don't know, won't hurt.
Yeah.
The fuck, man, dude?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow,
Like
that's
that, man?
That's crazy.
Yeah, they went berserk, but I wound up winning the case. When I went to trial, 2 officers, man, from different precincts, man, and the FBI, man, they went on my behalf.
Ah, I see.
The fucking judge goes, man, is that goddamn family paying you guys, man, to talk to them?
Yeah.
He goes, nah, man, Jojo, he's like a, let me guess, like Superman, Batman, Robin, and
Right.
what's his name? Robin Hood, and all. He
Sure.
said, yeah, that's exactly what Jojo is, man. He's real cool, man. He fucking, you know, he protects the community, and I got 15 years and a half.
Yeah.
Flight.
So you served those 15? Yeah,
shit,
that's
man.
rough.
Done the Folsom, yeah.
That's a long time.
That's a long goddamn time, man. But
Yeah.
I was hating every minute of it, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? I got it. So,
All right.
couldn't get less, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't get less. I couldn't get more. You know?
Yeah.
That was
How, if you don't mind me asking, how long have you guys been out on the streets?
a year and a half.
Year and a half?
That's it.
Yeah. And is that the first time you saw the information he gave you? That, or the homeless outreach team reach
No, I've
out
got
to
it
you?
before. I've got it
You've-
before.
you've-
I actually went up there, and they couldn't do. It seems like, okay, a lot of here's what happens is that a lot of the homeless people, they know that they're getting allocated a lot of money to help the homeless, but really, when you go to ask them, you know, they don't do anything like right now. It's all, well, come back, well, do this, well, try this, and then come back. You know, what they should have is food, water, and everything. They should have bathrooms. They should have places to wash their hands, places to charge your phone. They give us free phones, we know where to charge them.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, I
there's-
see a lot of people at Starbucks or McDonald's or things like that.
You know, usually, yeah. Most of the places really don't have that many places to charge you with.
Right.
So if you want to get a job, if you want to get out of here, if you want a
Can you
doctor's
get me a
appointment
drink?
or anything like that, when you
Sure.
call you back, your phone doesn't work.
You?
So you have a phone without.
Excuse me, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone should
You
be
gotta have charging.
You want
Places to
your
charge.
cane?
Yeah, yeah.
Here.
We need places to charge.
Right,
our
right,
phones.
but I'm
We need places to
thirsty.
wash our
Yeah.
hands. We need places to wash our clothes and stuff like that.
Sure.
And then a place that they can designate for us to stay at, where we're not going to bother anybody. And
Can I sit here by you?
Sure, sure.
I get down here.
Yeah, we just need places like that.
So,
Bathrooms, you know.
so the availability of services is one of those things that you think is one of the barriers to you actually
Yeah.
taking services.
It really is. If they could get us, it's just that it's so hard for us to keep our stuff.
Right.
Whatever we have, there's bicycle lockers right next to the train station. They're sitting
Yeah.
there empty. Every homeless person can use one of those little wedges to put our stuff in, lock it up, and be fine with it.
Right.
You know? There's things like there's so much stuff out there that could be used that this goes to waste. There's, like I said, the showers. At one time there was a hepatitis breakout.
Yeah.
And they brought us places to wash our hands, but no bathrooms.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of like that's crazy because you need places to wash your hands after you go to the bathroom, so to stop the spread of hepatitis.
Sure.
And they didn't do that. And there's things that they can do. I think every one of these train stations should have a bathroom. You know, should have bathrooms there. You know,
The public restroom
Public
readily
restroom.
available.
and make it available for us to use because all
So
of these,
if you go to the coaster, or I mean, do they not have a bathroom at this
No.
station here? Yeah.
The only
So you have to
bathrooms-
go all the way down to the transit center
Yeah, exactly.
by the beach,
Right.
to be able to use a public restroom down
Right,
there
right.
if they let you. I don't know if they do.
Yeah, they do, but that's the only place.
I've never been into that transit center. Only a parking strip.
There's no places around here to use the restroom even. I mean, you get
Right.
used to businesses, and you know, a lot of them are real cool, but a lot of them aren't.
Sure.
And they get mad at you for using the restrooms, and they, you know, and some people there's like a handful of people that screw it up for everyone. That they mess up the bathrooms.
I've heard that. I've heard that actually quite a bit in some of the other interviews that I've done. Is that there are other people out there in the homeless community that, as JoJo said, just don't give a crap and
Right.
wind up burning bridges.
Oh yeah, big
for
time,
the
big
rest of
time.
the
And, you know,
community.
instead of making it better for us, they're making it worse.
Right.
Because they're the public or that have businesses and stuff like that, they just bunch us up all into one group. And I think if they were to give us bathrooms and some showers and things like that, they'd see there'd still be a few out there that would screw things up, but
Right.
it would be even easier and easier. People wouldn't be we wouldn't look like homeless.
Sure.
We'd be walking around all clean with new clean clothes and stuff like that, so
Yeah.
that wouldn't look bad. And if we had a place to go, the public wouldn't see it.
Yeah.
Because they hate to see they say it's okay if you're not seen and you're not heard, then you're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
But-
So there was actually a in San Clemente they did pretty much exactly what you're describing,
Uh-huh.
where they had a bunch of people camping on the train station and blocking access to police, fire, ADA access, and things like that. And they probably camped there because they did have close bathrooms and they were publicly accessible and stuff. And they were close to the beach. You know, everybody wants to live by the beach, right?
Right.
But anyway, so San Clemente did exactly that. They had a city-owned lot in which they put lighting up, bathrooms. They provided tents. It was a locked space that people could go to. Now, if Oceanside did something like that, that sounds like something that you would be interested
Yeah.
in going to? Something you could have access to, come and go as you please.
Right.
Maybe have some locker space there that you can keep.
Yeah.
I mean, a limited amount of stuff. I mean, obviously.
You just want to put your wallet, your stuff that's expensive,
Right.
things like that. That would be perfect.
have a key assigned to you or
Yeah,
that
a
kind of thing, and
combination
it
of
have
key.
to be security, obviously.
Right,
You know,
and that would help so much if there was security working for us against instead of against us. It seems like the police are working against us almost all the time.
yeah.
Almost.
Well, and again, the police are law enforcers, you know, and obviously if you some violation, I mean, they write you a ticket and you know, probably not the best thing because you don't have money to pay a ticket,
Right.
you know, and time is just you being separated from all your stuff for some amount of time, you know.
Yeah. You end up with nothing.
So there's really no point in that. I mean, it's not going to really help you. It's
No.
not going to help
if
them.
If they had like a place where we could go, and then also not just go where people just go, okay, I'm going to live here for the rest of my life. go there, and you have to make improvements with your life. Maybe every month they would check on you, and they say, okay,
Right.
here's your goals, what you're going to do this month. They can't enforce it totally, but they can give us maybe some goals to reach out and do things with like, okay, now your clothes are clean, your shoes are clean, you're clean. You got to pay. You got your phone and it's working. Maybe there's medical reasons. You'll be able to go to your medical appointments.
Sure.
And if there's a job that's out there, you'll be able to get a job and maybe make a little bit of money enough to get a low income house.
Yeah.
And then you're in a low income house, and you can slowly claw your way out of this.
Right.
Get yourself into a regular situation.
Well, there's a lot of advocacy for what California has dubbed the housing first model, and then at a certain point, people like you who basically are pretty functional. You can go to this and go. Yeah, you know what you have to do in terms of going to medical appointments, going to get your license, stuff that you can do, but don't have someplace secure to put your body and your stuff.
Right.
So there are people working on stuff like that, like the tiny house movement. They have these little small cabins that they can build
That would
pretty
be great.
cheaply, put on a city-owned lot, have them be able to be locked,
Yeah.
and then that way you could at least, go up to the VA or go over to Tri-City and
Right.
secure some transportation somehow. Maybe some city-provided transportation or vouchers
Yeah.
for Uber or
Right.
things like that
Yeah,
would be a good idea.
I have Molina Insurance, and they do provide some transportation. But
Yeah.
like you say, you have to have something to put your stuff so it doesn't get stolen.
Right, they're just
Doing
not going to haul your stuff around for
Right,
you every
no,
place.
no.
Yeah.
But I think that would be a great idea. I know there's a lot of money being, out there for it.
Yeah, I
Seems
mean,
like
I want to say it's not millions. I mean, it's billions of dollars that are being poured into trying to solve this.
Right.
We say to solve this problem of homelessness, but that again makes it a blanket statement that tries to include everybody, right?
Right.
And it's really an individual problem.
Yeah.
Right, your
Yeah.
problems aren't the same as JoJo's problems,
right, exactly.
or the same as this lady over here who's on the other side of the street. I've seen her around a few times, or anybody else that's at Bread of
Right,
Life
pretty-
or
it's pretty
Brother
much it. We all
Benno's,
have-
right?
yeah, we're all
And
the
I
same
think that's one of the things that they give you this pamphlet with all this information, telephone numbers and addresses, and say here's where you need to start. But yet, those are all throughout the county.
Right.
All of those services, all of those places, even if it were just all throughout the city, it would be difficult for somebody like you to go to the places that you need to go. So I think some other people are proposing that they have a centralized location that one would have some of these living facilities like you're asking
that
for,
would be good.
and then incorporated within that complex would be wraparound services that include social. Hi, how are you? Yeah, no, I heard you. I saw you over there.
I say good morning, and it's like they don't even move. Like it's such an effort to say.
Oh no,
You know?
I'll say hi to you whenever you want.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Good morning, Mike.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Good morning, Jojo.
Hey.
So having some complex with all of those services available that you could just walk across the courtyard
Right.
and go from an interview about your medical problems to some social services, to maybe an SSI office and maybe
exactly.
a DMV office or
all
something
in one,
like that.
all in one area,
Right.
and it would help so much. And
But that would entail you accepting that offer to go live there and then being able to access those services easily there. So I think that's one of the issues I'm seeing in my travels around and talking to people, is that's the biggest hurdle to get over for us and for you guys, is actually asking and accepting that help.
Yeah.
So, you have somebody who's been on the streets some of these people I've talked to have been on the streets for 10 or 15 years.
Right.
I mean, that's a chronic homeless problem. And that's a lifestyle choice that
It is.
maybe it wasn't a lifestyle choice that they
First,
chose, but it's a lifestyle that they've accepted now.
Exactly. That's
You know?
what it turns out to be. a lifestyle that you weigh. Well, what should I do? This or I just can, well, can you do this and what can you do?
Right.
That? Can you go to those places and do what they say they're going to do for you? Nothing happens in one day.
Right. No. Yeah. No. I mean, we didn't get here in one day. I mean, you didn't become homeless in one day.
Well,
you
it
know?
didn't take long.
Well, and yeah, it didn't take long, but I mean, to the amount of people that we have homeless in, well, look at LA. They say that anywhere from 30 to 40,000 people are homeless in LA County any day.
Yeah.
You know, and some of that fluctuates. They get some people with
Right.
temporary housing and stuff, which we don't have here in Oceanside.
Right.
You know, Bread of Life has, they say, 50 beds, 36 men
Exactly.
and 18 women or something like that.
Yeah, it doesn't even brush the surface.
Yeah, and I don't know that Brother Benno's has any.
I don't even think they did.
I think they may be doing a wintertime
They may-
provisional shelter.
Yeah.
I have to look that up. But yeah, so that's the biggest heart. It's just asking for help. I mean, I have a hard time asking for
Yeah.
help. I mean, everybody has pride.
Right.
You know, even when you're, I mean, even when you're homeless, I mean, you still have pride, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
still have. I mean, it's hard to ask other people for help. That's just human nature.
I think if they had the showers and they had the washing machines,
Right.
So you felt better about yourself, about the way you look.
Of course,
And- 'cause
self-esteem is a big issue, right?
You're pinned down as homeless. Like Fraser Farms, they
Yeah.
they'll tell somebody you can't shop in here, and they go, why? And you go, because you live around here. You live, and they go, you can't shop here because we live around here. And they say, yeah, you're homeless and you live
We
around
can't.
here, and they've seen you too many times.
Oh,
And they
so
go-
they have already. I mean, if you're coming in to spend your money, I mean, if you
Yeah,
have money
exactly.
to
Yeah, and
buy a
you have
sandwich.
your card, your food card, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
great, and that works out really good.
Yeah.
And you want to spend it, and they won't even let you spend it there because they don't want you in their place.
Sure.
And a lot of that's because I think there's a few that did bad things. They used the bathroom and they made a mess. Or something
Right,
like
right.
that.
Or
I tried to
they
go in
caught
that-
them stealing or
yeah.
something. You
Well,
know,
if you have
yeah.
the card, I can't see how people would steal if you have a free card. I mean,
Well, you're
I'm
talking
sure
about like the EBT thing?
Yes,
or?
exactly.
Oh, I got you.
and people make messes in the restrooms, and that's the stupidest thing for any homeless person to do. Because
Yeah.
it reflects you, and so I go in there, and the first thing I do is like clean up the floor. you
Yeah.
know, and then I wash my hands.
Yeah.
Clean up all the floor, get all this pieces. So what? It's dirty. No one wants to do it, but if you do it real quick, it takes a second, and all the little bits and pieces of paper thrown away looks
Yeah.
so much better. Then go wash your hands, and then clean the sink up after you're done.
No,
Always
I
clean
get
the sink
you.
up.
I mean, if I go camping, that's what I do. I mean, I
Yeah.
pack out whatever I pack
Exactly.
in, you know.
Exactly. And I
leave
can
it-
pack out more. even,
I
you know.
leave it better than it was looking when I got there.
Yes,
But I
I
mean, we have that issue. Like I said, the SLR. I have a video where, you know, I walked from Capistrano Park over to the harbor on the trail that parallels the river there,
Uh-huh.
and there's so much trash and stuff
Yeah,
down there.
yeah.
Now, I can't say it's all from homeless people, but there are a lot of encampments down there,
Yeah.
and they don't pack anything out.
I know.
And then we do community cleanups, or they hire actually a company that does. They go to Bennett and 76, and they hire a company to haul trash out. And some people will bring up trash from the riverbed for them to haul out. But I saw one day they were taking like barbecues and bicycles and surfboards and baby carriages and just all kinds of
Yeah.
crap. You know,
They're
that-
taking it out.
Yeah, taking it out. And that happens a couple times a month that they
Wow.
take that crap out.
Yeah, 'cause
and
they
then I've
use the
seen
thing over
people
here.
stop on Bennett with truckloads of stuff, mattresses, and they take it off and they drag it down into the riverbed. Like there's people with. I mean, I haven't been down there yet, but that's one of my next endeavors. Is I want to go down there and document some of the. I did on that one section, and I want to go down in that corner at Bennett and 76 and see what the police don't like you going down there. It's actually a nature preserve.
Oh, is it?
Like it's a federally protected area because there's some birds or
Right,
something
that's
down
what it
there,
is over here, too.
and it's all posted no trespassing, but they can't. Do you know about? That was the other question I was going to ask. Do you guys know about the court rulings about camping in public, about sleeping in
We're
public?
starting to learn about it. I know if it's a public walkway, then you're allowed to camp there if you don't block the sidewalk all the way off. But I don't understand if that really is true or not. You know?
Well, it is. I mean, there's at the Ninth Circuit, I think it was Utah, there was a court case that went to the Supreme Court, one of these Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals cases, which basically said this Western states could not criminalize being homeless.
Right.
So just because you're camping or sleeping on the street, you can't continually be given tickets or whatever. I mean, they can give you tickets for obstructing
Right.
public walkways, but you can't give a ticket for camping, that kind of thing. And that's sort of how San Clemente got around that whole kind of ruling. And I don't want to say it's a loophole, but I'm like, if you give people a place to camp, such as a city-owned lot with these amenities, then tell them we're not criminalizing you being homeless. We're saying, here, be homeless here. We'll help you with all of these things.
Right.
And I think even for a temporary fix, that's a pretty good solution.
Yeah.
But again, the biggest hurdle is being able to get people to accept that kind of help. And most of the guys I've talked to so far said they wouldn't go to some place like that because they would have rules involved.
There's got to be some rules. I mean, you can't expect it to be, ruleless. That would be crazy.
No, absolutely. I mean, but again, some of that comes from alcohol and drug use.
Right,
They don't want to be restricted in what they can or cannot put in their bodies,
Right.
or what time they have to be back, or what time they can leave, and things like that. And I can understand some of that. I
Right,
mean, everybody wants to be free, and that's part of
Sure.
one of the reasons people, ultimately accept and choose this kind of lifestyle is that they don't want to live under the
Right.
thumb of the man,
That's
that
true.
kind of thing.
Yeah, it is true. But I think after a while, after you get turned, it gets tiring.
It's a hard life.
It is. People think it's this easy. Oh, you don't go to work. Well, you do. You're working to get your water, to get your shower, to get your food, to get everything like that. It's 3 times it takes you. Like, you can't just go to the store. You got to make sure everything's put away. Have somebody at your camp to watch everything while you're gone, or just go and come back and say, okay,
and
I just accept whatever's stolen.
Do you feel that you have some danger from the other homeless population?
I'm sure I don't personally. I haven't.
I mean, as a guy,
yeah.
I mean, there might be less, evident.
Yeah.
But I know I've talked to a few females, and they seem to think that they're pretty safe. They have a couple people that they hang out with and so forth. But everybody that's in the homeless population is vulnerable. I mean,
right. Yeah, they are. They are. And
it's easy to be a victim when
it's when no one's going to go to the cops and help you.
Yeah,
I mean, the cops only do one thing. And you always see the cops enforcing the laws, but you don't see them helping someone who's been hurt.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, we've asked for that also. I mean, in terms of community policing and that kind of thing. There's a model of policing they call community policing, and putting cops back out on the beat, on the street instead of putting them in cars. I mean, obviously they need some to be able to have response time to certain emergencies, of course. But if you had Officer Nguyen out here and patrolling, from down at the corner of I can't remember the name of that street, but down there to the 5, and this was his beat, people would know him. People would have some resource to be able to call upon very quickly, and he would know the people that lived here, that kind of thing. And a lot of communities have gotten away from that. And a lot of it's money and things like that, but
it's like you grow up thinking that the police are your friends, the police are the people you go to. They're the ones you go to when you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But it turns out sometimes that they're not, that they're the ones that are putting you in jail and the ones that are...
Sure.
And I know they have to do their job, and I understand it's not an easy job to do.
Yeah.
Believe
me, even just doing this, taking photographs or videos in public. I mean, I know people, they're in a community that get arrested all of the time for taking photographs in public. If those guys wanted to give me a hard time, they probably could have. They seemed like they were pretty nice guys, but...
and then they also knew they were on film, so...
Right. Well, and that's sort of one of the things why I started to, if there's police activity, you guys getting hassled a little bit, and I'll stop and film, and sometimes that'll calm them down a little bit. So it's not only for me to film them and get content from what I'm doing, but it's also to help protect you guys too.
Right.
So.
And they have film. They have cameras on them.
They do. Yeah. There's some police departments have very conservative policies in releasing, those types of things. The
Right.
Public Information Act,
Right.
and
There's I know in San Diego, in the city, they had every streetlight had a listening device. That's
Yeah.
what they say it. I mean, it sounds so paranoid. A listening ultraviolet. Some of the best
Oh, yeah.
technology put into those
yeah,
cameras.
yeah. I mean,
They can-
you're being filmed every time you go outside.
Exactly. You're being watched from the time you get out of your car to the
Yeah.
time you get to your house. And if you're walking through the city, they can catch you doing any kind of jaywalking or anything. Because
Yeah.
that camera can be on you the whole time from one side of the city to the other side of the city.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming, brother. I mean, they already have it in China.
They have it here.
And that's why they're protesting over in China, right? This whole facial recognition
Right,
software
right.
that they're
That's the
utilizing there. Basically, they have a merit system where they give you a certain amount of points. They see you doing some minor infraction out in the public, recognize your face, and send you a ticket in the mail.
Oh, wow.
Take away points from you.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
I mean, I hope we don't ever get to that point here with
Well,
the
if you do a good
with
thing,
the
do they
Big
give you
Brother
points?
state. But some people say we've already reached that point. So
I wonder if do they give you points when you do something good?
I don't know. That's a good question. I didn't remember reading that in the article. Like if you help an old lady across the street or
clean up
something,
some
or
papers,
gave somebody some water for the day or something.
Right.
I don't know. That's an interesting question. Huh.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things. I think the best thing you can do is find something. When a person comes in for help, they can help them. Maybe not get them a house right away or anything like that. But
Right.
something that give the person like a bag with food in it and a sleeping bag. Make sure they have a tent and sell them someplace where they can go and camp. That is maybe not legal, but at least better.
Well, and that's why I say I think having something like that, that yard where obviously some shade, some amenities,
Right.
There's some place you can you can plop a tent, pitch a tent, and then work toward getting those wraparound services in that area to make it easier to get to make you more self-reliant and
Right.
get the things. A lot of people or provide a PO box. I mean,
Right.
a lot of people don't have
yeah.
access to mail services.
Right,
I think
yeah.
Brother Benno's allows you to use
Yep.
their.
Some agencies won't use your. If you have
Yeah.
they say no, we don't need it.
Yeah.
The phone thing, they won't do it. I think it's the immediate thing that they need. They need people to walk away and go, wow, I got something. I don't care what it is. At least I got something. I didn't
Right.
walk away with another pamphlet.
Another pamphlet, right?
Yeah.
Something to start your next, your food fire with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what usually what happens. It's only 99%. That's what happens. You just get
Sure.
another piece of paper, saying
Right.
what to do, and you go, okay. And even like I said, even if they gave you a bag of food that you can use, things that you can use out here, things to clean your hands.
Yeah, yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff. I don't know.
Debbie hasn't showed up?
No, Jeff.
My bag of creamers, where is it?
Oh, the creamers?
Yeah,
They're
they're
right over there.
mine.
They're over there. I didn't know they were creamers.
Where are they, Michael? Here, Michael. Please stop saying that. Jesus Christ.
Well, Jojo, I appreciate you talking to me, brother.
Thanks, man.
Michael, I appreciate you, sir.
Man, how we go, man?
Michael,
Look at it, man.
you want to get me?
This is hard. This is hard for us, man.
Fuck.
The other hard part, man, the community of
That's
being
just
homeless.
fucking asking.
You can't fucking get them. You can't even go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Look at, I had to go home and shit. Look at,
Taking shit.
over here.
I'll
Look, I'm peeing my pants.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. Sorry.
be dancing, motherfuckers.
But that's what we were talking about having access to in some place where they have bathrooms, showers, lighting, security, maybe some place to put your things, tents, and that way you have some place secure to go that you wouldn't just have to be hassled while you're sitting on the street, But this is, like I said, this is publicly accessible easement here.
Find that bitch,
Especially
man,
this
my
stuff
shit
here,
on her fucking
you'll
mouth
see
all
manholes
teeth
and
out.
things like this on slabs. That's all public.
Yeah.
That's not something they can
bitch.
bother you around.
So this is all public.
Oh yeah, no, this is public easement. There's no sidewalk. I think it's 12 or 16 feet off the center of this road. Even if that business wasn't there, 12 or 16 feet off the center of this lane is all public. If there's no sidewalk.
Okay.
But then that's again, I mean, that's all about education, you know,
Right.
like people don't know these
The
things.
cops don't know it.
Cops don't know it either.
No.
Yeah, they get educated every day by people doing exactly what I'm doing.
Right.
Now, I mean, and obviously, I want them to contact you and say, "Hey, we have services for you," because a lot of people said, "Well, you know, there's billions of dollars getting poured into this problem, but we're not seeing any of
Right,
it."
sure.
But the end of that trickle down are the services that they have. Now, unfortunately, they're not all in one place like we were talking
Right.
about, but the trickle down are those services that are being provided by the county, the city,
It's
and the
just a
state.
trickle down. It's a little trickle to a big,
Right.
big flood, a big river of money with a little trickle.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't think that all of that money is getting down into
No.
that system. You know, of course there are administrative fees and there's stuff that needs to be,
Yeah.
you know, bought and paid for that aren't going to get to the street.
Right.
But again, you have to remember the trickle down are those services, and unfortunately, like I said, they're not all in the same place,
Right.
and the difficulty is accessing them when you can or need to or whatever.
Right,
Yeah.
and also everybody that's homeless thinks the same thing. That the trickle down thing, that somebody's getting rich, somebody's sitting there.
Yeah, yeah. There's some difficulty in that because also,
Shut the fuck up, Mike.
you know, there are no metrics, you know, for these agencies that supposedly advocate for the homeless and helping them get services and get off the street and stuff. There's no metrics for them, so nobody's really keeping a very good
Right, who's
account of
watching
them.
them? Yeah.
So,
Exactly, and that's why the homeless people think they you know, they're probably the most paranoid people around too. I'm
Sure.
not really that bad, but I know people. Oh no, they take it. There's a big guy. He lives up there. He's part of the city. Oh yeah, he's got a brand new house. Or look at they just bought brand new Jeeps or SUVs for the.
Sure.
You know, they say homeless something on it, but they're brand new. You know, it's like, why don't they? Why do they take just a 1% of the money they're getting and just hand it as cash?
Right.
You know, that kind of thing.
yeah.
You know.
Well, that's always difficult too. I mean, handing people cash. I mean, you do it through certain services like SSI and EBT
Yeah.
and stuff like that to make sure that you're able to use that money for things, you know, basic human necessities,
Right,
food,
right.
water.
The EBT, why don't they let the EBT get you toilet paper? It's crazy.
Oh, it doesn't allow you to get toilet
It doesn't allow
paper?
you to get toilet paper. It doesn't allow you to get dog food. It doesn't allow you to have any warm food.
Oh, gotcha.
It doesn't allow you to. There's such a restriction.
So you can only
You can't buy
buy.
batteries. You can't buy things
Wow.
for your phone. You can't buy any camping gear. nothing
Sure,
like
sure.
that. And that's what they should do. Do camping gear. Give me so
Oh,
much
see, I
food.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
no,
that.
You can't buy anything but food. There's just food and only certain foods.
And only certain foods.
Yeah, you can't. You can buy things that need to be cooked, but you can't buy this oven to cook them on. It's
Right.
$31 for an oven over there.
Yeah.
The stove, you buy a stove for $31. You got the cash. You get EBT. You go buy the stove and then buy the food to cook on.
Start eating cold food all the time.
Heck,
Yeah.
usually they put
Yeah, I
money-
didn't realize that. I'll have to look into that.
They can have
that
shower
program.
systems where you paid with your EBT card. For a
Yeah.
shower, you know,
Yeah.
we help pay for the shower. You know, they give us more money on our EBT, then we can do that.
Well, see, and this is why I like getting out and talking to people like you who are actually living this lifestyle, because you guys have ideas about what you need and want.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and the guys who are up there in their offices and saying, "Look, we need to fix this and we need to fix this," they have no idea.
Right.
You know, they're
If they
try-
had, yeah,
They're trying to fix a problem they have no insight
battery
into.
stations, places where the batteries are already charged up.
Right.
You just walk over there, trade your battery, and get a full battery, put it in
Yeah.
your phone, you go off.
But then again, these people that think housing first is that to get you into a house with a roof over your head that has a cooking surface, electricity,
Right.
that'll cure a lot of what you're talking about right now. You know, and then
but a little
then
bit, yeah.
I mean that's what they're thinking.
But yeah, but we don't see any of the houses or anything like that.
Well, yeah, look at LA. It's taking them. I mean, they're spending so much money on building houses. It's incredibly expensive
Habitat for
to
Humanity.
build new construction in California, and that's one of the barriers. Fewer and fewer people are willing to do it, so the price goes up and up and up.
Well, they could do like big tax write-offs for Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah.
You could get them involved, and maybe some of the big businesses could have a percentage of the money going to that.
Oh, yeah.
That you tax them for anything else.
Gotcha.
Their bathrooms would be cleaner. Everything would be. The businesses would would see it right away if they put a bathroom in here with showers.
Right.
All these businesses wouldn't have any problem with coming in.
You know, absolutely. Yep. No, I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've
Thanks.
taken
I know
up.
you're trying.
I've taken. Well, I'm trying to do my part. I want to, educate you guys as well. I mean, because some people have never seen the flyers with the information.
Right.
But I also wanted to do stuff like this and post it on my groups to say, look, this is what the people on the street are saying.
Yeah.
You guys have all these ideas about what needs to be done. Let's listen to the people who are going to be using those ideas.
Right. Exactly.
So, anyway, again, I appreciate you, Mike, and stay safe, JoJo. Be careful, man. You'll see me around. I'm around. I can always come down to this Taco Bell, so you'll see me around.
No, especially them, man. Everybody over there, this house, man, they love me and my little crew, man. We get to get back to them, man. I go and I do all the help over there, man.
Yeah.
I play security guard over there.
Yeah.
Just say, man, you guys know JoJo?
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, guys. Be careful.
Brother. You take care, man.
See you next time.
See you, brother.